Big news is coming, and you won't want to miss any details. Stay with me until the end, because we have some bombshell information about a possible big signing for the Lions. Brad Holmes could be about to make an unexpected move at any moment, and a name is already gaining traction behind the scenes to make it a reality. But before we reveal everything we know about this surprise that no one saw coming, leave your like on the video to strengthen the channel and ensure that you continue to receive the best updates about the Detroit Lions. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to this big update because we still have a lot of exclusive information to tell you. So don't leave and come with us. The Detroit Lions have always prioritized the leadership and competitive character of their targets in the NFL draft under the command of General Manager Brad Holmes. And one name that is starting to gain traction behind the scenes of the franchise is that of defensive tackle Anthony Hawkins from Bowling Green. Captain of the team for 2 consecutive seasons, Hawkins not only embodies the mentality desired by the Lions, but also left a lasting impression during his pro day, generating growing interest within the organization. Unlike many prospects, Hawkins did not receive an invitation to the NFL Combine, making Pro Day his big chance to showcase his skills to the league scouts. And he did not disappoint. According to reports, representatives from 28 NFL teams were on hand to evaluate the talent from Bowling Green. Among the highlights of his performance, Hawkins reportedly clocked a time of 7.06 seconds in the 3-cone drill, a number that, if validated, would be the fastest of any defensive lineman at the Indianapolis Combine. In terms of on-field production, the defensive back had his best season in 2024, accumulating 5 sacks, 7.5 tackles for loss, and a total of 45 combined tackles. These numbers reflect not only his athleticism, but also his continued technical development over the years with the Falcons. Additionally, his positional versatility could be a major differentiator for an NFL team looking to add defensive backs. Physically, Hawkins fits the league standard, standing at 6'2" and weighing 295 pounds. However, like any prospect transitioning to the professional ranks, he will need to refine his technique to adapt to the pace and demands of the NFL. Analysts describe him as an ideal player to play in a 3 or 5 technique, although he has experience as a nose tackle at Bowling Green. According to Pro Football Focus, he played 110 snaps in the A-gap, 346 in the B-gap, and 27 at tackle during the 2024 season. Advanced metrics back up his potential. In 2024, Hawkins earned a 69.0 overall grade from PFF, with a 65.3 rush defense and a 69.1 pass rush defense, and racked up 23 pressures on opposing quarterbacks. That level of impact and versatility could be valuable to a team looking for defensive depth, especially one that prioritizes players capable of playing multiple roles. The Lions have been aggressive in building their defensive roster this offseason. The team has already added 3 cornerbacks, a defensive tackle, and a linebacker via free agency, signaling a clear focus on bolstering the unit. On the interior defensive line, Detroit has Ala McNeil as its main player, with Levi Onwuzurike returning on a 1-year deal. The recent acquisitions of DJ Reader and Roy Lopez strengthen the rotation, but there is still room for more talent, especially at defensive tackle, where players like Mekhi Wingo and Broderick Martin are expected to compete for snaps. Hawkins, currently projected as a late-round prospect or even an undrafted free agent, could be an interesting target for the Lions. The team has other, more pressing priorities early in the draft, but adding a player with Hawkins' athleticism and mentality without investing a lot of draft capital could represent a low-risk, high-return move. If he can develop his technique and adapt to the professional level, he could become a real find for the Lions defense. Lions 2025 NFL Draft Linebacker Chart. The 2025 NFL Draft is fast approaching, and with the countdown officially underway, speculation about the Detroit Lions draft picks is at an all-time high. The event will take place April 24th to 26th in Green Bay, and the Lions enter this draft with 7 selections, including the 28th overall pick in the first round. General Manager Brad Holmes has been known for his meticulous and strategic approach to the draft, always looking for the best player available in each round. While edge and offensive line are clear priorities for Detroit, we can't rule out the possibility of a linebacker being selected if a standout talent becomes available. With that in mind, we've rounded up 6 prospects that could catch the Lions' attention next month. Jihad Campbell, Alabama. Considered one of the top linebackers in this draft class, Campbell combines size, speed, and playmaking intelligence to be an impactful defender at the next level. At 6'4" and 245 pounds, he demonstrated great athleticism in his final season at Alabama, racking up 117 tackles, 11.5 tackles for loss, and 5 sacks. His 81.6 overall grade from Pro Football Focus (PFF) reflects his consistent performance, excelling both against the run game, 81.0, and in coverage, 80.1. If the Lions are looking for a well-rounded linebacker ready to contribute immediately, Campbell could be a strong name on Holmes' list. Carson Schweissinger, UCLA. Schweissinger was one of the most dominant defenders in college football in 2024, earning first-team All-Big Ten and first-team All-American selections from the AP. He stands out for his energy, sharp instincts, and physicality, and he's a defender who can play on all 3 downs. At 6 feet 2 inches and 240 pounds, Schweissinger recorded an impressive 153 tackles last season while maintaining a missed tackle rate of just 7%. If he's available on day 2 of the draft, he'd be a solid pick to bolster the Lions' defense. Barrett Carter, Clemson. Carter is a versatile and athletic linebacker who fits well in any defensive system. He excels against the run game as well as in coverage and the pass rush. In 52 games for Clemson, he accumulated 254 tackles, 31.5 tackles for loss, 12.5 sacks, 24 passes defended, 3 interceptions, and 5 forced turnovers, between fumbles and recoveries. His biggest challenge in the NFL will be his lack of length and strength, which could limit his ability to play as a Mike. However, his ability to make plays and contribute in multiple roles makes him an interesting candidate for Detroit on day 2 of the draft. Chris Paul Jr., Ole Miss. This name may ring a bell, but Chris Paul Jr. is one of the most intriguing linebackers in the 2025 class. He stands out for his speed and impressive athleticism. In his final season at Ole Miss, he posted an 87.2 overall grade from PFF, with high marks in pass rush, 84.0, and run defense, 84.6. The question mark over his game is his physicality, as his 6 feet 1 inch and 235 pounds are considered below average for an NFL linebacker. He projects best as a will linebacker, focusing on coverage and sideline plays. Danny Stutzman, Oklahoma. Stutzman combines game intelligence with great positioning and reaction time. At 6 feet 4 inches and 245 pounds, he had a productive 2024 season, totaling 109 tackles, 8 for loss, and earning a 76.6 PFF grade. His strengths are defending against the run game, where he earned an impressive 90.9 grade. However, his tendency to miss pursuit angles could be a problem in the NFL. With the right development, he could become a valuable asset to any defense. Smail Mondon Jr., Georgia. Mondon has an ideal athletic profile for the NFL, combining sideline-to-sideline speed with good tackling ability. In 2024, he recorded 57 tackles, 3.5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and 3 passes defensed. At 6 feet 4 inches and 230 pounds, he is still developing and may not be ready to take on an immediate starting role in the league. However, his potential is undeniable, and he should be considered an interesting option for the Lions on day 3 of the draft. While the linebacker position is not the Lions' primary need, there are a variety of talents available who could bring depth and versatility to Detroit's defense. If Brad Holmes sees value in any of these prospects at the right time, it wouldn't be surprising to see one of them suit up for the Lions next season. The draft is coming, and with it comes the hope that the Lions will further strengthen their defense for a bright future in the NFL. So, Lions fans, which of these linebackers do you think would be the best choice to bolster our defense in the 2025 draft? Jihad Campbell, with his explosiveness and instincts, Carson Schweissinger, who dominates the field with energy, or perhaps a less obvious name like Smail Mondon Jr., who is still developing but has enormous potential. In my opinion, Jahad Campbell would be a perfect fit, bringing an immediate impact to the team. But what about you? Leave your opinions in the comments. I want to know who you would like to see wearing the Lions jersey this upcoming season. See you soon.